Growing up as a kid in Oklahoma, where I'm from, the Chili Bowl is the biggest race that we have. The Chili Bowl has kind of been my favorite race of the year. Growing up a dirt racer in Oklahoma, that's kind of the holy grail.
Hello, welcome here for the iSCAR Tolsma Designs Truck Series for the Kansas 125, 84 laps tonight. My name's Ezekiel Reyes.
And I'm Trey Patton.
And we're here for tonight at Kansas Speedway here in Kansas City, Kansas, USA. We're going to have a fun one tonight. Multiple drivers, actually a handful of drivers, 34 currently logged in. One practice lap for tonight. So we're going to go ahead and show you the top three currently on top of the board. Dylan All, currently sitting up top. Michael Bianchini sitting second. So Dominic Howson in third. Bianchini is going to go ahead and do his starting park because he can't run the full length of tonight's truck race, but should be interesting on how he'll showing his speed here. So we've got done with Daytona. We're finally into the week-to-week basis here. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. What are you expecting for tonight, Trey?
You know, you're on a 1.5-mile track, so I'm expecting it to get pretty spaced out, pretty quick. Just depends on who qualifies up front, so always be on the lookout for, you know, Michael Bianchini, and especially these Prox drivers, man. As you see up here, I mean, you got Bianchini up front, which we already said he's not going to be for the full length, and you got Michael DiMaggio, you know, Chase and Shuttlesworth and Connor all up there in the top 5. So I think overall it's going to be pretty spaced out. you just gotta watch out, and if they get bunched together, it'll get interesting.
Alright, man, as qualifying goes underway, we're gonna go ahead and step trackside forward to tonight's national anthem. Go ahead and rise out of your seats as we salute our nation's colors. Back here live at Kansas Speedway. Qualifying currently underway. Dylan Alt currently sitting up top with a 30.694. Great lap time by him. Whoa, oh! Dominic Howe to the top of the board. Wow, that's a huge surprise. Dominic Howe showing some speed tonight. My goodness. So Dylan Alt will not start on pole. Dominic Howe, will start to the top. I was expecting, after what I saw in practice, Dylan Alt will go to the top, but by the looks of it, Dylan Alt is going to be a bit disappointed in the start of this one. Take a look around. As of right now, people still qualifying in and out. Currently looking at Sertaj Mon, who's going to be EOL'd for tonight's race. Sertaj did get a penalty from the Legends race, and he'll be starting all the way at the tail end of the field. Casey Drake currently sitting P8. He's on pit road. Roger Gregory, Christopher Mofa, see them 0864. A lot of people still going around with laps. Have a good handful amount of, what do you call it? Got a lot of people who qualified. Oh crap, 30 people who qualified. Only people who haven't logged in a lap are currently logging in laps. So Warwas and Schmidt in the 48 and 79 as they make their way around to go to lap number 1. 1 minute left in qualifying. Oh my goodness! Wow, huge surprise as top 5 shuffling in and out. Connor Brandon gonna go to 5th. And that number 92, and we're going to be talking about this dude, Connor Brandon, and number 92. He's going to start up 5th, and he was your last week's winner at Daytona. It should be interesting on how he's going to weave his way through traffic.
I will be right back.
Gotcha. Currently looking at William Schmidt. So this track was scanned a bit differently. This was as recent of a repave as it gets, so this was scanned back in 2012. And this type of Kansas is very, very intriguing to everybody. That high line will play a huge factor coming into the night's race, in which the high line is actually the preferred line to go around the racetrack. It ain't like Chicagoland or Atlanta, in which it's basically multi-groove, but that high line is more banked. It's progressive banking throughout the whole field. I mean, not the whole field, throughout the whole track surface. So, Turns 1 and 2, progressive banking. Turns 3 and 4, also progressive banking. We're gonna go ahead and start ridding ourselves up. And should be interesting on how everybody's gonna sort themselves out. So Dominic Allen, number 75, gonna earn a extra bonus point for starting up top. So congratulations to him. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust camera angle right here. So apologies about that. So we could go ahead and get a better view on that scheme. He's running one of his custom paints. The GMS, obviously, GMS fabrication, obviously on the hood of his car. Again, the number 49 will as well EOL right now.
I have returned.
Alright, I just gave the 49 an EOL from penalty.
10-4.
So, gridding up right now. A lot of drivers in tonight's field. Should be interesting on how this is going to play out. Trey, I'm sure you've had experience on this track. What do you expect tonight?
You know, everyone's going to try to be on the bottom. The bottom is what makes it fast. There's going to be a lot of tire fall off, so everyone's going to use up their stuff pretty early on. And if they're smart, they'll try and run middle up top to try and save their tires. So basically, it's just it's a tire game here, so don't use up your stuff too early.
And we're going to go ahead and show the grid for tonight's race. And starting up top, Dominic Cal and Dylan Alt going to round out row number 1.
Row number 2, we have Chase Bonzer and Michael Bianchini.
Row number 3, Connor Brennan, Eli Schomer.
Next row, we have Trace Shuttlesworth and Sartaj Mann, which he just got EOL'd, so it looks like Casey Drake will take his spot.
Brandon Warwas, Casey Drake, well, supposed to be top 10 right there. We're going to go ahead and scroll through the field as we're lining up for this one. Oh boy, it should be interesting on how everybody is going to sort themselves out. Huge amount of people qualified for tonight's race. I'm going to scroll through here quickly. And it should be one heck of a night for this one. Pace car going to go ahead and slide itself onto pit road. We're getting set for the green flag of that number 75 machine. Dylan Alt to go up and away as we take the green to the start-finish line.
Green, green, green.
Green flag, and we're up and away here at Kansas. And Tolsma, I don't know what that was about, but there was multiple drivers who had to scramble in and out. Still a handful of drivers scrambling themselves out. 3 wide right in the background. Sorry for that camera angle, I was just wondering what was going on back there, but Dominic Cal using that bottom of the racetrack up on the high side. Chase Bonsner and Connor Brennan, they're going to go 3 wide off of turn number 4. Dylan Alt to go ahead and grab himself. Well, actually, he fell back to 3rd off of that one. Michael Bianchini going to slide himself right behind in there. He's not running the full race for tonight, Connor Brennan. Now to the low side, all the way to the yellow. A couple cars right against the wall. And that momentum on that high side will carry out the run. Connor Brennan looks like he's going to drop back all the way to 6th, it looks like. There's a hole right behind Trace Shuttlesworth that he could go ahead and slide himself in. Still, up front, using that low side, Dominic Allen, that number 75 machine. We got a dude who's looks like going to be done for the day. That's the number 7 of Robert Anders, who's off track. Luckily, there was no caution of that. 3 wide in the background. Huge gaggle right here around Michael Bianchini and Dylan Alt. So Alt falling back more positions. A couple cars on the wall. That was Eli Schomer in the number 29. So they're going to go side by side. Connor Brennan going to go to the low side. Bianchini try to take it back with him. And remember, no fast repairs for tonight. Everybody has to keep it safe and smooth as much as possible. Meanwhile, up front, battle for the lead. Chase Bonser has made himself up to the back bumper of that number 81 machine. That number 75 machine. Excuse me. And they are aiming to battle, but everybody's now shoved themselves up to the high side. Alt took a peek. on that number 92, as he's going to go all the way to the bottom of the racetrack. And this is what we're going to see. Trying to pull the slider, that number 42 machine, right in front of that number 92. Can't. Connor Brandon still keeps in tow with that number 42. So we're going to see a lot of sliders up and coming these next 5 to 10 laps. Coming out of that one, we have a caution coming out. As of right now, as we have a couple cars stopped, and looks like this K. McGee is one of them, Robert Anders the other. So caution back out, we're going to go ahead and look at the replay of what is just took place. We're scrolling around. Trey, what do you see out of the broadcast booth?
I don't know. I've been trying to situate some stuff on the start. The start was a little screwed up with the EOL, and there were some penalties that were given. I had to clear out penalties, and everyone was all stacked up, and that's where everything happened there. So
yeah,
I'm not really sure what happened there.
Yeah, the number 49 machine. So Tolsma, looks like there was a bit of contact. The number 38, David D. McCullough, Theon Regis around there as well. And I think that's a 37, Glenn Burden. Fortunate to him. Oh, yeah, he actually got fortunate. Only slapped the wall on the right side, but everybody going to make their way onto pit road. We'll see on how people are going to take their tires. Only 6 laps in. Dominic is going to go ahead and come in, and one person going to stay out. That's Chase Bonster in that number 81. So a couple takers. I mean, a couple. Well, not really takers. Not takers, I guess you'd say. Another one alongside of that is Matt Moquin, at number 52. And Bianchini did. It wasn't. You call it. Who was staying out? I don't know who I called it. To stay on the racetrack, but it wasn't. It wasn't that dude. It was actually Michael Bianchini, and we're coming off a pit road, and Trey Shuttlesworth is gonna go ahead, come in and out. Joseph Fenton. Everybody looks like from 7th on forward. Looks like stayed out in this one. Oh boy. How can this play out? So yeah, unfortunate restart gaggle. A lot of people got black flagged, and they're getting themselves situated right now. Trey currently situating the moment. So Bianchini looks like gonna come on the pit road, the future going. But as of right now, it's looking fine and dandy. If we go, what you call it? If we go 1 to green right now, we won't go to commercial break. And we are not 1 to green. So we're going to go ahead and step trackside. We're going to go side by side. You won't miss a thing. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Growing up as a kid in Oklahoma, where I'm from, the Chili Bowl is the biggest race that we have. The Chili Bowl has kind of been my favorite race of the year. Growing up a dirt racer in Oklahoma, that's kind of the holy grail.
And we're back here live here for the Kansas 125 for the iSCAR Tolsma Truck Series. And Michael Bianchini, top 7, going to stay out. So that's going to include Michael Bianchini, Matt Moquin, Stephen Hollinger, Justin Johnson, George Tolsma, Theon Regis, and Joseph Fenton. All the way back to here with Fenton. So the first person on 2 tires is actually Trey Shuttlesworth. Dominic Howell going to take the 4. So Trey going for track position. As here we go, coming to green. This time by, multiple people stayed out. It should be interesting on how this is going to play out. Green flag got underway, and we're underway here at iSCAR at Kansas.
Green flag.
And a terrible start for that number 69. There might have been a black flag handed out there. I don't know. I mean, not the 69, but Joseph Fenton.
They're 3 wide behind them there, as they're getting spaced out now.
Look at the 81, had to go all the way to the apron just to sort himself out. He's still 3 wide with
3 wide.
And George Tolsma and Bonsner gonna shove himself to the low side. Theon is getting ran over by traffic. Look out, we might have some contact winging ourselves off of turn number 4 as Theon.
3 wide.
Whoa! Dominic gets turned hard in the wall, goes Regis, cautions out. Oh wait, also involved. And your pole sitter for tonight is involved in that one, and that's what happens when people stay out. They get ran over, and unfortunate to that one, Dominic Howe was in that. Oh no. Oh, that went wrong in all sorts of ways. Like, that's... I'd say that would be on Dominic, actually. I don't know if he got turned up by the 45 of Ryan Berry. You see Ryan Berry trying to split it 3 wide. And right there, oh, there was a bit of netcode involved, but around went that 75. Oh my goodness. I mean, yeah, the 75. Oh my lord. See all these people spinning out to the grass. Bianchini might have gotten, nope, he didn't get a black flag, but oh no. Scroll back here around where the Schumer car is, so... Yeah, a lot of people plowing in there. You see Rexford. I think he got in there. Yeah, he didn't get in the outside wall. Oh, no. Well. You got to feel for that number 75, Dominic Howe. Obviously, strong car for him, and unfortunate to him, he's going to have to run damage throughout this whole entire race now. Trey, what are your thoughts on that one?
Just going back to look at the crash there, this is like some contact happened down at the bottom, slid up the track, and looks like Regis kind of just got caught up in it, and everyone else that got in it, you know, they were wrecking in front, couldn't really do anything about it. Just one of those wrong place, wrong time type.
Yeah, and that's how wrong as it gets. Those people who stayed out, obviously, those 5 out of 7 come in to go ahead and slide in with tires. Oh my, I just feel bad for that number 75 machine of Dominic Howe. He definitely a strong truck, led, as of right now, the most laps, but he's gonna get eliminated from being in contention for this one.
Yeah, Trey Shuttlesworth made it up to 3rd on that, being the first car to take tires.
Yeah, I think he actually took 2. He went for a bit more track position on that one, and
he got in his favor there.
Yeah, played out to his favor. He's currently sitting up in 3rd place, all the way right next to a proximity teammate of Chase Bonsner, number 81. Actually, 3 through 5 are all proximity cars, the 1981 and 93. And top 2 are actually grid cars. Grid obviously winning the JTP race at Daytona, so congratulations to them with William Schmidt. Schmidt, I think, was involved in that one. I don't know where he sits as of right now, but currently, don't know where there's so many people in the field, I can't find where everybody is. Oh, there he is. He's currently sitting all the way in 13th as of right now, that number 79 machine, one of the grid cars. Tonight. We're going to go ahead and step trackside. We're going to play more commercials here, right? Actually, no, we're not going to play commercials. I haven't went over track info for tonight. So yeah, apologies about that. Throw that out the window. Track info going to be displayed on the right-hand panel. Track config is an oval. Track length 1.5 miles and link track turns 4, 1 in each corner. Track elevation 1,000 above sea level. Track temp around 70. That should cool down coming to the end of this, to the closing stages of tonight. Track obviously located in Kansas, USA. It's looking nice as of right now. Partly cloudy skies. Wind pretty strong going north at these consistent 10 miles per hour. I don't know where this track is facing, so I can't really say where the headwind, where the tailwind will be at, but air temp is cooling down. It's going to be 69 on track. As pace car lights are turned off, we're going to go ahead and set ourselves to go green next time by. That number 52, Matt Open. He's led 5 laps, he's going to lead more. Here, coming to the green. Field lines up 2 by 2 on the back straightaway. Top 5 going to be displayed on your bottom left. Matt Mulquin, Justin Johnson, Trey Shuttlesworth, Chase Bonster, and Connor Brandon. Everybody from 3rd on back have pitted at least once. People who came in and out, that is from 17th on back. So, that number 52. Up front. Matt Mulquin. As pace car going to go ahead and weave its way onto pit road. So here we go for the green flag. We're not yet on the throttle. The grid teammates going to time it together. Green flag, and they're going to go side by side as Justin Johnson now gets behind that number 52. A greatly timed restart by all those people. I mean, the grid teammates, as we're 3 wide right in the background around where that number 48 of Warwas was. They sorted out though. Meanwhile, up front, everybody's singling themselves out. The 52, Matt Mulquin is up and away. Look at all these people. These people on tires have ran up on these top 2 as Johnson is going to give Shuttlesworth the low side. I think that was a bad idea because he's actually just going to let him by. And he does. Oh, Mulquin's in the ball.
Towards the back of the field here, they're lined up all 2 by 2 in the back here.
Whoa!
Actually, we got a car turning in the back, and he saved it.
Yeah, nice save by the number 20, Andy Andrews. That was huge by him. A lot of checkup going around Mulquin, who got in the wall, as Justin Johnson trying to hang on for the lead. And they're looking 4 wide around him right now. Look at them, 4 wide. Trey's on the bottom. Exciting racing, but that could play dividends as some of these people may wreck each other. Oh, can't get clear of that number 33. Nice slider by that 19. Shuttlesworth he's going to go ahead and round himself out up into 1st, but wants the challenge up there to the low side. Justin Johnson slow. Oh, Connor Brandon's in the wall. And the 87, look out, people are scrambling. 1 car is in the grass. That's Andy Andrews. He's going to slide himself back on the track, and Connor Brandon, last week's winner, has found himself into the wall. And that was all caused by that 33.
The 3 wide back here in the back with the 85 and the 45. They sorted it out here.
Yeah, that's what really happens when people are on old tires, and unfortunate to
Yeah,
that.
they are freight training back there.
Yeah, they're just about going all over the place. They're still 3 wide. Look at 4 wide around each other. They are 4 wide.
Oh, 4 wide to the line there.
Now, Brandon wants to be out of that mess.
Little contact there going into turn 1.
Brandon does not want to be up there after he gets put in the wall. He has a lot of damage. Unfortunate.
Oh, that was a very brave move, moving from the bottom to the top there by the, looks like the 85 truck.
As that happens right behind, we have a battle for the lead. Trey Shuttlesworth wants it. Alt's going to throw the block up to the high side. And it's going to be Alt versus Proximity, as we saw in the Legend series, as these 3...
Alright, man.
Oh, no, we got a
Caution is out.
we got one spinning, and that's George Tolsma in the number 25 machine, currently running for GTR. Tolsma at number 25. It looks like there was contact with that number 38 of, I think that was, ooh, yeah, the 38 of David D. McKillog. And a good save by Tolsma. Riding himself back up and away, turned it all the way to the right. Looks like McKillog, obviously huge misjudgment on that number 38. He was coming back from the apron onto the banking, and he turned right into Tolsma. People checking up off of turn number 2 as they single themselves into 3. And I was just talking about that number 92 of Connor Brandon. He's currently sitting on pit road, 1 lap down. He's trying to get that damage up and away. So, like, more than a minute of damage on that number 92. Yes, he's currently sitting 1 down right now. He doesn't want to go 2 laps down. That'll be detrimental to his place. Not I mean just a win, but to secure his points lead. As field works their way down to the front straightaway, everybody gonna go ahead and pit. Only person who stays out in that number 20, that number 33, Justin Johnson. So yet again, he's staying out. Pit stops underway. That number 42, Dylan. Oh, I mean, Shuttlesworth was the first one in. So these people are gonna go ahead and jack up rights and lefts on them as they go up and away, nearly beating off the pit road. That number 81 is Chase Monster, but couldn't really time it right. That's a risk that people are going to be taking. Hopefully they don't find themselves too harsh into it. So, the 33 of Justin Johnson, still in the lead, leading his first laps actually, in that grid machine. Tolsma now sits 26th after that wreck with the David D. McKillog. Actually, Johnson is going to go on to pit road, so that will give a lucky break to that number 26 machine at Key to Key. And Key to Key is most likely going to get a wave around with this one. Yeah, the truck is damageless as of right now, so looking fine for him. Still under caution as of right now. We're going to go ahead and step trackside. We're going to go to commercial break. We'll be right after this, right after these messages.
Growing up as a kid in Oklahoma, where I'm from, the Chili Bowl is the biggest race that we have. The Chili Bowl has kind of been my favorite race of the year. Growing up a dirt racer in Oklahoma, that's kind of the holy grail.
And if you're just joining us live, welcome here to the iSCAR Tolsma Designs Truck Series for the Kansas 125 here at Kansas Speedway. Getting set to go green, and that number 42 machine of Dylan Alt, now back up front. He's going to go ahead and wrap himself to the lead, now back where he was. Green flag going to drop, that number 42 is up and away. Huge blocking going right in the background. Andy Andrews and Trey Schultz are going to go at it. 4th and 5th. Everybody just trying to slide to the high side. Speaking of high side, Heater was trying to run up to the high side. He hit the wall, entering turn number 1. So,
alright, man.
Oh, we're under caution again.
Caution is out.
Yeah, caution's up.
And we're wrecking big time. Still wrecking. Connor Brandon hard into the outside wall. I think that's Shane Sweeney. Shane Sweeney also. That, and my goodness, we put ourselves yet again under crescendo. Oh, Tolsma was also involved. Yeah, it looks like Tolsma. That's gonna be you know, that shouldn't be a surprise. Go back live. Well, I'm not expecting anybody to pit, so we're going to go ahead and go side by side for a bit of commercial break as we sort ourselves out, and we'll be right back after this one. iSCAR is proud to present its title sponsor, Tolsma Designs. Tolsma Designs breaks new ground with great paint scheme replicas on multiple vehicles such as World of Outlaw vehicles, Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series cars, iRacing Rallycross cars, and many more. Please go check them out in the descriptions below.
Growing up as a kid in Oklahoma, where I'm from, the Chili Bowl is the biggest race that we have. The Chili Bowl has kind of been my favorite race of the year. Growing up a dirt racer in Oklahoma, that's kind of the holy grail.
Yeah.
And we're back here alive for the Kansas 125 for the iSCAR Tolsma Designs Truck Series, yet again under caution. And obviously a restart wreck caused by George Tolsma. Not going to put my comments on that out there, but, you know, quote unquote, that just happened. So Dylan Alt, yet again, nobody pitted, no surprises there, so Alt, the number 42 machine is going to go up and away, starting in P1, so he's going to be right beside that number 81 at Chase Monster. He's got to make his way on the pit road. Alt hits the gas pedal. Good restart by him in that number 42 machine. Doesn't go all the way to the apron though. That 81 Monster actually made up that time going to the apron, just switching back and forward like that. And it looks like they have a challenge here for the lead coming here in the upcoming laps. Alt did not stick himself to the bottom in 1 and 2. Monster does have a run. They're side by side for third. That's between the Eric Heater and Shuttlesworth. Shuttlesworth gonna go to the low side. Monster wants to use up the high side. They're looking 3 wide around each other. Look, yeah, we might have a bit of contact off turn number 4. But still, everybody just about single file. We're still scrambling. It looks like from 18th on out. My goodness. Everybody's just about all over the place. We're 3 wide for second though. Woohoo! This is tight. Monster doesn't want to get into the wall. He doesn't. So everybody gonna slide themselves to the high side. Heater slides himself in line. That number 28. I'm totally screwing up on numbers, but Shuttlesworth gonna go to the low side. He has a run. Andrews gonna come up right behind Shuttlesworth. They're gonna look 3 wide around each other. Still up front, that number 42 machine. And Dylan Alt and Chase Monster look like leading the field.
Yeah, from about 15th on back, we got a nice little pack back here going.
Looking at a battle at the 03 Corey Rexford and Eli Schomer. And that number 29 machine, Joseph Fenton. See right here, he's battling out with that number 23 machine. Still have a decent group up here towards the top 5. That 28 of Eric Heater is slowly trying to pull himself away. Andy Andrews currently sitting in 4th place. Look at Ryan Berry shove himself to the low side. I see he wants position on Andy Andrews. Andrews gonna pinch him down just to stop the run. That was a bit dangerous there. He might have turned himself doing that. But Berry has made himself up all the way in 21st, and he's now sitting in 5th. Andrews trying to use the middle. Berry gonna go a bit lower, as Berry's gonna go to the low side of Andrews.
As you're gonna car in the grass here.
Oh, yep, got a car in the grass. Whoa.
Looks like Sartaj Man got loose off of 4 and saved the car, so we're still green.
Yeah, good save by him in that number 49 machine. Meanwhile, up front, Dylan Alt, Chase Monster, and Heater. These top 2 just about separated each other. Dylan Alt, Chase Monster. Alt using a more lower arc off the corner. He's using the apron, so he's trying to save. I mean, he's trying to use as much tire as he can. He's trying to wait it out for another caution. And look at these people just flying up on the high side, trying to get all that momentum. And that's what you see in these longer runs. Everybody's going to shove up towards the wall to get on that higher progressive banking. And they're going to rim right it just about all the way around. And this is what you'll see in the later runs. Once the track goes colder, you'll see them really using up the bottom and top. So they're going to go side by side for third. Brian Berry wants position on Eric Heater. Has a nose up ahead of him. Heater going to go to his corner panel as Berry trying to pull the slider. Can't complete it. They're still going to be side by side off of turn number 2. Berry really shoving it into the corner. He wants position on Heater as he's going to actually clear. And Heater wants to pull up the crossover. Indeed he does to the low side. That number 28. And good racing up front as Heater is now to the bottom. And Berry crosses the start-finish line in 3rd. And scroll our way a bit back, that number 79 of William Schmidt. You see the 75 of Don McCall on the apron right there, but 79 William Schmidt also wants to pull a slider in on Heater, and Heater just about let him by. Looked like a stalled car on the racetrack, but Schmidt is going to go to 4th, but Heater going to go ahead and pull a crossover. Shuttlesworth now looking in the mix. Meanwhile, up front, Alt is ever so slightly pulling away. You see that number 7 machine needs to get a blue flag. Blue flag number 7. Got a leader's way, thank you. He's going to go up high. Oh, gosh. What are these people doing? That 7's a hazard. He needs to get off the track. Hopefully, Alt doesn't have as much damage. Looks like it's very minor, but 7 was up on the high banks. Alt tried to pull down low, and you see that much of a difference. People could go ahead and make up. And Chase is now to the back bumper. Dylan Alt. Heater is still falling back in that number 28. This fight for the lead. Is turning into a dogfight as Bonster gonna be down low. He's there. He's gonna pull up the slider. He dives to the inside. Can he complete it though? He's still side by side with Alt. Alt gets the run off the corner. Still side by side for the lead. And at the line, yo! Ooh, I don't know who led that one. It wasn't Bonster though. Looks like Alt led that one. Bonster, no man, that was close. The 81 got tight. And here comes Ryan Berry in the 45. Berry to the low side of Bonster, and he's going to take position on him. Berry, no pun intended, buries it to the low lane. And he goes up to 2nd. So a lot of shuffling around up front. The 2 most highest I rating drivers as of right now. Up front, Dylan Alt, 38.05, but Berry, 38.20, just a tad more than Alt with the value of I rating. But it should be no surprise that those 2 people are now sitting 1 and 2. Ryan Berry and Dylan Alt. We've seen them run in other leagues as well, and those have been the 2 dominant cars. Berry, one of the contenders, actually last season in the iSCAR Tolsma Designs Truck Series. He won Dover, I think. Won multiple races actually. Against Hunter Johnson, who only run, I think, won at least a couple. But these top 3 now grouped up each other. Dylan Alt definitely used up his tires way too early in that run. And we might actually be coming up on a fuel run here in just a slight moment. What'd you say about the fuel as of right now, Trey?
Fuel as of right now, you know, with the last caution, if they came in and took fuel, I think they're going to be fine, but if they haven't taken any fuel, it's going to be pretty...
Yeah, they should come down pit here in just momentarily, and we had a battle for the lead as that number 42 and 45 crossing it over. The 26 of Cade McKee, 1 lap down. He's currently trying to get his lap back in that number 26, so he's in the mix of this one. While these people travel themselves up towards the front. Oh boy.
Alright, man.
Oh, got a caution.
Caution is out.
And that is a bad break for that number 26, because he was not in front of the leader when the caution came out. And he's going to be trapped 2 laps down, it looks like. And as we're going to go ahead and scroll ourselves back. So we did not make it on to the next fuel run. And that number 23, ooh! A hard hit right there with 38, David D. McCullough, the 23. Looks like McCullough, oh. I think McCullough in that 38 was expecting the 23 to out-track the corner a bit wider. And unfortunate circumstances. They were putting themselves side by side, and looks like, yeah, I'd say the 38 went up, but the 23 didn't want to budge. It's a lot of give and take in this track. And that's like the third wreck. At number 38, David D. McCullough has been involved in, as everybody's now on pit road. Dylan Alt, Ryan Berry gonna lead this one to the go. As they slide themselves onto pit road. Berry now in, you see right behind him, William Schmidt. Not again, good pit stop. 79 of, so I think that's William Schmidt. His name is not showing up on the ticker right now, so we'll see who gonna come out first. And Alt does not come out first on that one. And it looks like it's gonna be the 81 of Chase Bonster up front, and Alt might have gotten a penalty. I don't know about that, but Alt, not 42, has shuffled himself all the way back in 13th. And got actually a couple of penalties handed out. Looks like Trey Shuttlesworth sitting on the left-hand end of pit road, as well as Rexford. He's letting people by. So Rexford and Shuttlesworth. Shuttlesworth was running top 10 in that front pack, and fortunate him, circumstances is gonna fly him to the back. Alt looks like, I don't know if he got like a terrible pit stop or whatever, but he goes from first all the way to 10th. And as well as the 45. I don't know where the 45 is.
Yeah, apparently some of the lead lap cars there, when they were battling with the 7 car came up and hit them, gave them some damage. So the 7 car has been disqualified from this race, and he's out.
Yeah, you gotta move out of people's way, and the 42, oh yeah, it looks like he went ahead and took some damage repairs on that machine. And so he's going to be in 10th. Shomer's going to be in 9th. Gonna stroll ourselves through the field as of right now. 81, Chase Bonster, Eric Heater, Andy Andrews, Stephen Hollinger, Brandon Warwas, William Schmidt, Derek M. Smith, Eric Keplinger, Dylan Alt, Eli Schomer, Sertaj Mon, Jackson Menchu, Michael DeBaggio, Roger Gregory, Ryan Berry following, going all the way back to 16th, it looks like Casey Drake, Corey Rexford, Evan Rosinski, see Justin Johnson, Joseph Fenton, Jackson Steiner. So he had a little left side damage on his machine. Matt Moquin came to key. Looks like he does. He's getting wave around to it now. At 38, David D. McCullough currently on pit road. Looks like he is day. Looks like it could be done. Shane Sweeney. Talked about him. Dominic Howell, 13 laps down. Connor Brandon also laps down as well. So, pace car lights are off. Top 5 going to be displayed on your bottom left. Chase Bonster, Eric Heater, Andy Andrews, Stephen Hollinger, Brendan Warwas. And Stephen Hollinger, one of the rookies in the field tonight. Heater is not a rookie. That 81 does not need a thing on it, but Hollinger, that 85, hit himself for the rookie points, so that's pretty fun to see him up there. So here we go, coming to green flag, number 81 machine. You're gonna go ahead and slide himself onto pit. I mean, number 81 machine, Chase Bonster, gonna slide himself up top. Now his pace car is in, and we're green.
Green flag, green flag.
These track temps have gone cooler. Should be interesting. That.
We're bunched up here. Dylan Alt is there. Looks like we're going pretty good. I can't talk there.
Yeah.
A little bit of contact there. Almost got turned.
Yeah, the 66 of Derek M. Smith just got pushed by Dylan Alt up the track, and Alt wants to weave himself back up to the front. Fighting for the lead,
Yeah,
though. I mean, fighting for second. They're looking 3 wide around each other.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was tight.
The gaggle of cars in Chase Bonser's mirror is incredible. Just watching from this rear chase view is just seeing everything going on behind them from where they're all going from 3 wide to 2 wide, 2 wide.
Wow, look at the 79.
Top to bottom.
Look at the 79 and William Schmidt shove himself up to the high side. Andy Andrews trying to use the middle, but that does not work to his favor. Hollinger is going to gain 2 spots off of that.
Looks like we had a car.
Whoa, man, what a move.
Down
They're
the
looking
apron.
4 wide each other. My, oh my. What a race here for looks like 3rd. Hollinger moves himself up to 3rd. Andrews still trying to crawl his way back up to where he was. Keplinger, whoa, nearly contact as everybody shoves himself up to the high side. That's Keplinger, number 60 machine. Oh, trying to shove his way to the low side as well. Andrews in his way. Andrews trying to pull a slider on Keplinger. Not going to happen, though. They're still going to be side by side for 5th. And
We have 30 laps to go.
Yeah, 30 laps to go. We're still within a pit window. We'll see if this goes green all the way. We'll see if Bonster is going to take it all the way to the checkered flag.
Do it all!
Do it all to his side!
2 walls!
He's just pulling McQueen, the
Still
number
green.
42.
We are still green.
And he needs to get off track. Can't stop it. He now writes himself up going. We're going to see a replay of what happened. It looks like Alt tried to pull a slider on that number 20. Well, I mean, he didn't try to pull a slider. He tried to pull a slider on the 48. He tried to right himself back in line. Bit of contact right there. That might have upset the truck and up on 2 wheels. Luckily for him, kept it back on all 4, but your 2nd place runner, your 2nd place sitter is now out of this. Now, Bonsner, huge lead right behind. They're still looking 3-4 wide around each other. Around where Heater is. Heater looks like he dropped back all the way to 10th. Now, Hollinger has his sights. Never mind, we got a caution.
Caution is out.
Looking around what the caution was, and you see the 77 is Shane Sweeney. Sweeney is currently laps down. Don't know really what the cause of the caution was. After Sweeney stopped on track, he just got back on the racing surface, and I don't know about that. Do you know what the cause of the caution was?
I think I heard that Shane Sweeney blew the motor.
Oh yeah, he looks like he couldn't tow it off track, and at number 77. Yeah, indeed, he was the cause of the caution, so. At 77, motor blown on his truck. He's going to be done for the day, so. Oh no. What is the race summary looking like right now? 6 cautions for 17 laps. 28 laps remaining. And I think if you pit now, you'll make it all the way. So these people looks like they're going to slide themselves in. Indeed they do! Last second decision by Bonster as he slides himself in. I wouldn't be surprised if a couple people stayed out. Looks like Johnson is most likely going to stay out, lead lap, come in. Like he did last time. So, Bonster around pit road. He needs to nail this down. This is the money stop right here. If you lose it, well, oh no. Oh, looks like people went with 2 tires all the way towards the back. Bianchini, oh no, here comes the whole field right behind him, and Schmidt looks like he's going to take 2nd. DiMaggio's going to go up to 3rd. Casey Drake up to 4th, so a huge amount of people. I think Bonster also took 2 on that one. Hollinger looks like the first person on 4. He's going to go all the way back up to 6th. 2 tires actually do work out here, so that's going to be interesting on how he's going to play himself out.
Yeah, I'm thinking the 33, Justin Johnson, I think he's going to come in here when we come to the pits again. I think he may just be trying to get that bonus point here.
Yeah. Yeah, there he goes. He's now coming
Yep,
up.
there he is as he pulls in now.
Yeah, everybody right behind him, behind that Johnson machine. I think Alt is one of them. So most likely these people are gonna make themselves back a lap. So Alt goes now 1 down. Steiner gonna go to lead lap. Menshew also gonna go to lead lap. He's currently leading the pace car around. See Milquin at 52 making himself around as well. It looks like the 05 might be trapped 1 down. I don't know about that. If he did get a penalty on that pit stop, that sucks for him. That's interesting. You're in front of the leaders. Oh, I think it's because the 33s stayed out. That's why they're not getting wave around. So Bonster up front of the field, 79. William Schmidt, Daytona winner, in 2. So if we do get about like 15 laps in, looks like we're aiming around like every 15 laps we have a caution. So if you do get a caution within these final laps, about like halfway on back, I think these people have one more chance to pit. If this thing goes green all the way, and we get a late caution, setting us up for a late race restart, it's going to be interesting on who's going to take 2, who's going to take 4, and who's going to stay out. I've seen people stay out on old tires, and you can't full throttle 1 and 2 like you can on restarts on new tires. Bonds are going to go ahead and pick the outside lane for the restart, number 81 machine. Running pretty clean as of right now. 2500 I rating, A class 2.63, leading 11 laps as of right now. So all the way back in 3rd. So he's been a front runner ever since. Top 5 going to be displayed on their bottom left. Connor, Chase Monster, William Schmidt. Schmidt's name is not showing up currently on the ticker. I'll try to fix that next caution, if indeed we do get one. But just to prove it to you that he is at 79, there you go. Alright. Look at the receipts yet again. We're coming to a restart. This is going to be hectic on how these 2 tires are going to play out. So these people, as we're coming on the pits, pace car going to make his way on the pit road. That number 81 machine, Chase Monster, going to make himself up and away.
And green.
Green flag.
Green flag. There we go. Oh man, that jammed up a huge restart. Holy crap! They're like 4 wide in around each other.
This is gonna be hell.
This is gonna be hectic.
3 wide.
They're still 4 wide around each other. Everybody tried to jump the restarts. Look at Barry all the way to the apron. They're looking 3, 4 wide around each other.
Yeah, almost 4 wide going into 3 here.
Bonster shoves himself to the low side. He's going to take the lead away from Schmidt. Where the heck did Ryan Barry come from? Barry, now up to 3rd.
Still 3 wide going into turn 1. Car on the wall. Looks like Derek and Smith missing the wall there.
That's found.
Yes, I thought that was on silent. As they're 3 wide again, they're sorted out.
Car's on the apron trying to like wheel himself around. We're gonna have a wreck. And it's not gonna be pretty. Whoa, the 87 hit the apron. Casey Drake hit the apron, got a bit loose. Ryan Barry's already up to 2nd. That is bad news for that number 81 at Chase Bonster, who took 2. But Bonster has pulled himself up to a 0.5 second lead. He's dragging up, Barry's dragging up that number 85 is stealing Stephen Hollinger with him as well. So Bonster has to be looking in his mirror saying, uh-oh, I gotta get it going right now. So Barry up to 2nd, Hollinger in 3rd. If you're not just joining us, these 2 people, Barry and Hollinger, did take 2 tires. Did take 4 tires. Bonster did take 2. So these people are going to be all the way to the apron trying to use up as much tires as they can. Bonster trying to conserve all the way towards the end. Meanwhile, mid-pack, they're still looking 3, 4 wide around each other. This is around where the Kellogg area is, around where Andy Andrews as well, the 23 of. Whoa, a lot of these people trying to weave themselves around lap cars and what so. Meanwhile, up front, Barry is slowly, ever so slightly, pulling himself up to chase Monster. Last time by, the 81 ran a 30.91. Barry ran a 30.89, so not much of a difference as of right now, but that apron playing to his advantage. Barry also needs to conserve as much. Look at the field right behind them. They're 2x2 around where DiMaggio is. Rexford trying to battle himself up into the top 6. But they're still 2x2. Rexford blinking in and out. See that 03 in the 3 machine. DiMaggio leading this train. Rexford still trying to fight towards the bottom. DiMaggio can't get the car woed in. Meanwhile, up front, Barry's faster than Bonstner, but Bonstner's keeping a good pace with those tires. He just can't get into the wall. If you get into the wall, that's obviously detrimental.
Yeah, it's like a death.
That's basically a death. That wall, you're literally staring right into death, just about like Darlington. Bonstner still onto the apron, conserving good tires right now, and we're 10 laps into the stint, so these tires might have equaled out for him. I was expecting a more shorter run.
We actually have more cars coming into that little second pack here, being led by Michael DiMaggio. We have cars further back actually starting to come in here.
Yeah, all these people jamming up right behind DiMaggio. They split him. Keplinger and the 19 of Shuttlesworth trying to grab around DiMaggio. And oh boy, how can this play out? 2 faster cars coming up on DiMaggio. That's Eli Schomer. And the 03 of Rexford. Rexford still fighting through the long racetrack. The 29 going to peek up to the high side. Blocks being thrown all over the place as we had ourselves into turns number 1. Keplinger up on the high banks. This might turn into a wreck. Not gonna lie. Oh man, look at all these people just weaving in, out, trying to get all those runs on the highest side. It's basically, well, it's basically just a launch pad up there. You could launch it out right at the right time. And all up front, Barry slowly closing the gap. They're currently 15 to go right now. I mean, 14 to go.
Someone being quiet all night. We have Brandon Warwas up here in P4 for the Originals team.
Yeah, running that Feared Designs team. Warwas.
Yeah, I haven't really heard much from him. He was pretty quick in the Legends race last Sunday, and yeah, other than that, I think he's the only other driver from the Originals in here, because Deron Regis left earlier, so
yeah, with a wreck.
We're in a solid top 5 here for them.
Speaking of that, the 48 of Warwas just
All right,
got the
man,
ball. Caution!
Caution is out.
Oh, that changes the game. Because this is gonna come down to a late race restart. And this is what I was talking about. I don't know who, what, where wrecked it, but caution is out.
Yeah, it looks like the 33. No, that's the 20.
Oh yeah, there was contact. Looks like that's involving the 83 of Joseph Fenton as he goes around in that turn. Oh, wrong place, wrong time. That 83 was Joseph Fenton. Finished P4 last race at Daytona, and unfortunate to him, that number 20 of Andy Andrews. Looks like, well, oh, there was definitely contact with the 33 of Justin Johnson and the 20 Andy Andrews. Andrews nowhere to go. So yeah, that 33 Justin Johnson, he was fighting for it. I don't know what to really call on that. That was sort of hard to call. Whose fault was that on that one?
As we got the leaders in Chase, Bonzer's in his box.
And here we go. If we take 2 tires, well, you get track position. If you take 4, well, you're suiting yourself up for the long run. Barry is already out. He might have, I don't know if he even pitted or what, but Barry is out first. Trey Shuttlesworth's going to come out second.
Looks like Chase Bonzer took 4 tires.
Yeah, Bonzer took 4 tires, and he's going to come out fourth. So everybody in front of him, Ryan Barry, Trey Shuttlesworth, Derek M. Smith, if those people are take 2 tires. So you see the stops here on the left-hand panel. Bonster, Barry Hollinger, and it's like the 79, I mean, no. It's sort of showing up wrong. The field needs to recycle right at the line, but hold up, let me actually just go ahead and restart ATVO. Oh, apologies about that. But the top 3 took 2 tires, and oh boy, how can that play out? Because we've seen what 2 tires can do, and oh no, what can happen and what cannot. So, do you think the gamble was right with 2 tires?
The way you got 10 to go right now, if we get a caution right away, I mean, you got 3, 4, 5 pace laps. 2 tires might pay out, but if we don't wreck right away, especially those 4 fresh tires, you know, the more grip, the better. You're just gonna have a lot more speed, and you're gonna be able to. You're just gonna pull yourself up to the front. The people we have up here, you know, you have Shuttlesworth and Barry on the front row. I mean, you have pretty 2 high I-rating drivers here. They know what they're doing. They know how to drive on old tires, as we've seen. They might be able to hold it off, but I think taking 4 tires was the way to go. For track position, 2 tires all the way. But if you're thinking big picture, I personally would have taken 4 tires. Just for the sole fact of, if we do go green the whole way, I want to have a chance to get myself up there.
Currently it's displaying some timing board issues around. Hold on, I'm trying to fix ATVO right now because it went from 84 laps to being counted to 82. Don't know what happened there. Anyway, just to add to that 2-tire comment, only 3 people took 2 tires, so the people with 4 tires are gonna be all over this top 3. So Bonster doesn't have to make his way all the way to pass all these handful of cars to make himself back up to the front. We'll see how these 2 tires play out. What the heck? Now it's finishing. What? What in the world? I don't even know what's going on with ATVO. I'm trying to restart it, and restart it. Sorry for the blinking in and out. Don't want this to happen on the live stream, so. Oh no, man. But Barry, up front, he's gonna pick the low side for tonight. I mean, for this restart. I'm gonna have to probably show another panel because my ATVO is glitching in and out. Yeah. Unfortunately, my ATVO started to glitch out, and alright, so it's gonna say finishing. It's obviously not finishing. But here we go, we're coming to green.
Alright, here we go. Trace Shuttlesworth
Green flag.
Did not get
a little
good
later
restart.
start there. That could be not beneficial at all to Chase. They're starting on the outside.
Chase is stuck behind these people. Oh, man. Barry had to check up a ton. He got a bit tight on the high side. And Derek M. Smith tried to follow him in pursuit. Still. These people with 2 tires.
Here we go. Chase going around on the outside here. Makes himself up to 3rd.
Yeah, Chase needs to use it all up as of, like, now. Or else he's going to be in that position.
He's got to make his way up there, and he's making a move on to 2nd here. He's on the
up to
outside.
2nd. He can't catch
He hasn't got 2nd yet.
He's going to get a run off the corner. He's going to gun for the lead. Blonsner,
oh, he's got
now
it.
up to 2nd. Yeah, he's up to 2nd
run
now.
For the lead.
Here he goes. What can he do? That 81, 4 tires. Barry, 2 tires. Here they go. For the lead.
Here we go. Battle for the lead. They're 3
Oh,
wide behind
man.
him.
Nearly
Oh, he
contact.
checked up. Car in the wall.
Nearly contact
Three
all
wide,
over the
three
place.
wide.
As my ATV now fixes itself up, so finally. Now Barry. Oh
They're three
no.
wide behind him, almost 4 wide right behind him.
Barry is running tight. He needs to be watching his mirror. Look at these people just swerving up in and out for position. What can they do? Hollinger. Can he? He's right beside the 66.
Bonsner got a great run out of 4 right there. He's just reeling them in lap by lap. It's becoming 6 to go here.
He needs to make it now. If that 5 to go mark hits, well, you know what's gonna happen. We're not gonna finish the race under great caution.
Caution is out.
That's a 1-lap shootout.
We have a lot, and they're still wrecking. Looks like no. It looks like maybe it's a car blown up.
There's a car all the way on the apron. That's the 03. Yeah, there was definitely a wreck. We're gonna have a 1-lap shootout.
Looks like Eric Heater has blown the motor.
Yeah, there was contact right in front of him. It looks like to be the 03 attempting in a slider. The 08, that's Rexford and Gregory, and Heater gonna walk away with a blown motor. Unfortunate him. So I think, ooh, that's a hard hit to the inside wall by the 03. But I think the 08 and the 03's day are done. And we didn't hit the 5 to go mark, so you know what that means. A 1-lap shootout.
1-lap shootout. Oh, man.
Oh. So, Barry has to... I think Barry has this now in the bag. All he needs to do is just time the restart out. If he times that restart out well, he's going to victory lane, and Bonsner is going to come up short. Second and third, our proximity.
But here's the thing. We didn't really get that much of a run-in. Will Chase taking 4 tires there play a factor as they get up to speed? Or do you think, since it's such, they won't be up to speed, it won't really play a factor?
We'll see how that shuffles themselves out. Well, if... I think this track is, the track allows them to restart out well, so as long as Barry nails the restart down, he is going to be in good position off of turn number 2. And he needs to nail down turns 1 and 2 and the restart. He can't just nail down the restart itself, so, it's going to be interesting. I don't know. Both of them are equally matched, but as of right now, looking at pace, Chase Bonsner has this win. Has this wrapped in the books, but I think based on restart, what am I saying? If the restart, all it matters about is that restart. It depends on what Barry does and what Chase does. So I really don't know about the tire situation, but I don't think that might play a factor into the later half of the other track in turns 3 and 4. We'll have to see if Chase is close enough for that one. Hit 3 to go.
Two to green is out.
Oh boy. How? Well, this is our second 1-lap shootout we've had this season. The first one obviously coming... Oh no, actually the third. It's our third 1-lap shootout. JTP, the JTP shootout. 1 lap. The Legend Series, 1-lap shootout. And now this race. So all 3 series, all active series, have now locked themselves into a 1-lap shootout. Oh no, how can this play out? This is like extreme death. What can happen, what cannot? Oh no. Alright, we're gonna hit 2 to go at the line. Oh jeez. So Barry's obviously gonna pick the inside. Bonster just needs to time it.
Pace car lights are off.
Oh no. He needs to time this restart. If he times it well, he might have a chance. I'm not sure, but we'll see what on how this is gonna go. Top 5 gonna be displayed on the bottom left. I'm shaking, man. I'm shaking.
Yeah, this is gonna be really interesting. So this is either gonna be really good or this is gonna be really bad.
And based off our last 2 one-lap shootouts, Trey's obviously gonna label one of them as terrible. Yeah, and the JTP shootout, obviously, that ended in a wreck off of turn number 2, so it's just going to be a dogfight off of turn number 2 on oh god, that voice crack. Off of turn number 2,
yeah.
On how this is going to work out, but judging by the restart, I think if Barry can nail it down, we'll see.
If he can nail it, and then, yeah, if he can nail the restart and get a good 1 and 2, I think he's got it.
Yeah.
But if Chase can hold on, will he put the bumper to him?
Might.
Shuttleworth may be in the catbird seat here as the pace car makes a hard left. Here we go.
Come to green this time by Green.
Green.
Whoa, we got it.
Oh, they're stacked up behind him. Missed a shift in the back. Dylan.
Oh, man. Monster made himself to the low side of Trey. Trey wants the gun for the lead. Barry did not get a good entry in 1. Monster's gonna be on him.
He's got the block. Oh, he goes to the bottom and he blocks.
He blocks. He's there.
Down. He's gonna have the run on the bottom here. He does not
get
have
it.
the
There's
clear.
contact. Oh, Barry. Barry saved it though. Bonster's gonna go up and away with the win. Oh my gosh.
Chase Bonster.
Chase Bonster gonna win.
Oh.
And William Smith's gonna come out second somehow.
What a William Schmidt P2, Trey Shuttlesworth P3.
Wow! They're wrecking in the background. That's meant you into the wall. Oh my goodness! Well, what'd you say? Here comes our Quan. I mean, not Quan, but the 45 of Barry. He's gonna give him that, that tap. That hey, bud, I didn't like that, but it's just putting that out there. What'd you say about that? Was the block?
Wow. Was
the block on that retaliation or what?
I'm not sure. He tried to hold it the best he could, and Chase had the better run going into 3 here, and
yeah, Barry
stick
threw
on the bottom. And
Barry threw the block, and Bonster didn't like that. I don't know if that was retaliation or whatsoever, but judging by Chicagoland. The Chicagoland Cup race, well, would you call that fair or what?
I mean, you saw what happened in the Cup race with Larson and Kyle Busch, man. I mean, you put the bumper to him if you don't like that kind of race and don't even watch. It's not like he dumped him, he didn't put him in the wall, he put the bumper to him and moved him. You may not like it, but he didn't dump him, he didn't wreck him, so I mean, checkers are wreckers.
Yeah, it is what it is, and that 81 is gonna go to victory lane. Start all the way in 3rd and changed up 2 positions, led a good majority of the laps. And that number 81 machine, Chase Bonster, is gonna roll himself to victory lane. And we're gonna go ahead and step track side. This is Kansas 125 for the iSCAR Tolsma Science Truck Series. We're gonna go ahead and step track side. Gonna interview the top 3: Chase Bonster, William Schmidt, and Trey Shuttlesworth. We'll be right back right after this. And we're back here live here at Kansas Speedway, and oh my gosh. Trey, what do you have to say about that one?
That was a very interesting last lap. Between teammates. So.
Yeah, I wonder how they're gonna have to say in the broadcast booth. I'll go ahead and interview Chase Bonster, our winner, as we're gonna go ahead and drag that number 81 in to the booth. Chase, well, you had the Robbins racing, and you found yourself in victory lane. Started all the way back into third, so you didn't have to make your way too much of yourself around. But I want to hear what you have to say about that final lap.
Ryan raced me clean all race, so I was trying to keep it clean, but I wasn't going to lift off a 4.
Yeah, as soon as that block came off of turn number 2, he was all the way pedal to the metal, and Bonster got into him. Not going to say he turned him, but he got into him. And you found yourself in victory lane. Talk about the car overall in the racing.
The truck was pretty tight all race. After like 3 laps, you couldn't really run full out anymore. So I just want to thank Proximity Racing for giving me a rocket ship for a truck tonight, and also Garage Doors for being the primary sponsor, and also Trey Shuttlesworth Images and Rexford Engineering, and Connor Brandon for making the paint scheme.
And as well as that, how did restarts play out towards you coming towards the middle of the race?
Towards the middle of the race, you just kind of had to. Well, I was in second most of the time behind Dylan Alt, and it's a shame what happened to him, but I just kind of tried to keep a car length ahead, half car length ahead, so I could watch in my mirror for his right rear bumper.
All right,
and try to.
Keep going. All right, and anyone else to thank for tonight?
And iSCAR for putting on the series.
Alright, 10-4, man. Congratulations on the win, man. You started all the way back in third, led 25 laps. Out of this one, again, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Go ahead and slide him out. And
I will actually be right back. I have to use the restroom.
Alright, you go ahead and pee. We're going to go ahead and drag in our second place runner. And William Schmidt, after winning last week at Daytona, you find yourself all the way in second again with another podium. William, talk about your run tonight.
Well, we definitely made up a ton of spots, 22nd to second, so yeah. This was my second time overall racing at the track, so I was still basically getting used to like how the apex.
Alright, man. Coming towards obviously the 1-lap shootout. What'd you see out of your windshield, and how'd you find yourself up in second?
Yeah, coming to the 1-lap shootout, I was just thinking get to the inside as soon as possible, because I restarted there once and took the lead from Chase. And, yeah, going down the back straightaway, I saw Ryan blocking like crazy, so I was thinking to myself, he's gonna get himself turned. And soon enough, turn 3 comes, and yeah, he gets turned.
Yep, you sorted out your predictions right coming into turn 3. You find yourself all the way in second. How's the truck overall, man?
It was decent on long runs, but overall, we were easily really good on short runs.
Alright, 10-4. Any sponsors or people to thank for tonight's race?
Once again, just Justin for, giving me the opportunity to drive for his team and all that, so, yeah.
Alright, 10-4, man. Congratulations on the second place finish, man.
Thanks.
So William Schmidt in the number 79, started all the way back in 22nd. We'll go ahead and drag in Trey Shuttlesworth into the booth. Trey was running top 5 most of the race, had a fall back there towards the later stages, but you made your way back up and you fall into third, battling out with William Schmidt. Talk about that final lap, man.
The final lap?
Yep.
Ryan got a hell of a restart, quite frankly, especially considering the fact that he was on 2 tires, so he really needed it. So getting through 1 and 2, Chase cleared me at that point. Yeah, I was basically out of it unless they both got into an incident. I realized that. So at that point, it was me defending against William, which the incident happened in turn 3, and then William edged me to the line. So I'll take a P3 out of a crazy race where I think we went to the back at least once. I know at least once for speeding penalty, and we struggled to get back to the front. So P3 is excellent.
Yeah, during that one of those pit stops, you obviously got a speeding penalty. How was it back there in traffic, roaming yourself back and climbing yourself back to the front?
So at least with this track, you have the ability to pass because you do have the bottom line early on, and once you do start to get where you can simply get to a guy's outside on the straightaway, and as long as you're on the outside, you'll have control of the outside. So it wasn't too difficult, pretty manageable.
All right, 10-4, man. Any sponsors to thank for tonight's race and people?
Of course, thank you to the boys at Proximity Racing. We are an excellent team, and we are really growing as a team. Especially, and okay, this is getting a little wordy here. You get the point. Proximity Racing, though, thanks to the boys.
No, this is epic.
This is epic. Let me see. Sponsors to thank include Allserve Garage Door, Trey Shuttleworth Images, Rexford Engineering, and of course Proximity Racing. Thank you to you guys in the booth for broadcasting, putting on a good show. Can't wait to watch later tonight. George Tolsma Designs for sponsoring the series. Good to get a podium on a real racetrack.
All right, man. Trey, do you have other Trey Patton? You got any questions for other Trey?
I think you about hit everything else I was gonna say, so I got nothing for him.
All right, have a good night, gentlemen. Hope to be there tomorrow.
All right, 10-4,
All
man.
right, we'll see you on track.
That was Trey Shuttlesworth in 3rd place. And wow, talk about a finish all the way to the end. That number 81 at Chase Monster gonna find himself in victory lane. My name is Ezekiel Reyes.
I'm Trey Patton.
And we're signing out here at Kansas. Thank you all for watching. Hope you rate, hope you comment, hope you subscribe, and hope you tune in tomorrow here, coming to Kentucky when the JTP Series takes the green flag. We'll see you there at 8.